Iowa in the 3W to his outside. The inside, the 48K of Colin Hibden. To the outside, the 15J of Jeremy Ritchie. Zach Doctor in the white 6XXX to the inside of your third and final row. And Kelly Shryock out of Fertile, Iowa in the number 3. We are green off turn 4. Here with your Alta Implement Modified. As we come to turns 3 and 4, Rogotsky leads them. Hibden also up there. Ooh, car a little slideways off turn number 3 and 4 as Zach Doctor now with the inside of the 3W of Wilson. Wilson gets shuffled back to that 4th place spot to the other number 3 car of Kelly Shryock there in that 5th place spot. Shryock now looking to the inside of Wilson now off of turn number 4. As it is Rogotsky, Hibden, Doctor, Shryock now up to 4th. Wilson and Ritchie, your running order. Kelly Shryock, a veteran here in the modified division. Over 500 career feature wins for that number 3 car. As he looks to the inside of the Zach Doctor. In the 6XXX, Jesse Rogotsky, still your race leader. Colin Hibden running in second. Wilson back on the attack, trying to catch the rear bumper of the 3 of Kelly Shryock. Nothing doing. Through turns 3 and 4, single file around the raceway here for your first heat race here in your modified division. Rogotsky, Hibden, Doctor, Shryock, Wilson, and Ritchie. Green flag will fly this time for the Triple X of Jesse Rogotsky out of Sanborn, Minnesota. As we come to turns 3 and 4, the white flag, Rogotsky, the Triple X car, will see the white flag, Hibden and Doctor. Shryock closing the distance between him and Zach Doctor in that 3rd and 4th place position. Oh, Shryock losing a little bit of ground now, and his momentum as he had to get on the binders to make that car to rotate through turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, back up front, seeing the checker flag, Jesse Rogotsky will win heat race number 1. Colin Hibden in that 2nd place spot. Zach Doctor in 3rd, Kelly Shryock 4th, and Garrett Wilson in the 3W, your top 5. As the green flag flies off turn of number 3. That is going to be the 1X Chris Abelson. Dakota Sproul up to that 2nd place spot. Doug Smith. As we got a 3-car battle here for that 3rd place spot. Doug Smith through the middle and he'll emerge as the victor. Now goes to work on the 08 of Dakota Sproul as the caution flag comes out. I'm not a modified expert, but the left front on the 48 of Bob Moore does not seem to be looking the way it should. He will continue on, though, and rejoin the field as we go back to green. Chris Abelson, Dakota Sproul, Doug Smith, Justin McCready, and Bob Moore, your top 5 out on the racetrack. The left front of the 48 of Bob Moore definitely towed farther out than what it should. Sheet metal swinging in the breeze as well, but guess what? You don't need the left front. Leave the left front at home. As Bob Moore puts it side by side with McCready at the back of the pack, battling for position. Bob Moore doing everything he can to keep that car up on the binders to get it to rotate through the corner as Abelson, followed by Sproul, Smith, Bob Moore up to that 4th place spot in the 48 car. No change in your running order. Still Abelson, Sproul, Smith, Moore, and McCready with 2 laps to go. Once again, Bob Moore, the 48 car, left front, towed way out. Bent ball joint, possibly the toe. Way offset as well, as we have 1 lap to go here. 4-1X of Abelson. Checkered flag coming out this time for the 1X of Chris Abelson. Dakota Sproul will follow in second. Doug Smith, Bob Moore, and Justin McCready, your top 5. Your third and final heat race here tonight for your Alta Implement IMCA Modified Division. It's going to see Iowa State Trooper, the number 17, of Justin Sackett, starting on the pole to the outside. The 11W, Tim Watts. Inside of row 2, that is Bart Taylor in car 369. And to the outside, that is the 0L of Lucas Lamberries. Dustin Robinson in the 10 car to the third and final row to the inside. To the outside, the 77T of Trip Gaylord. As we run them through turns 1 and 2. It's going to be Iowa State Trooper Justin Sackett in the 17 car. Left the ticket book at home, leading this heat race here. Bart Taylor running in that 2nd place spot. Looks to the inside of Sackett through turns 1 and 2. Rear end kicks out ever so slightly, shuffled back and losing a little bit of momentum now. Tim Watts sits in third in the 11W car. Lamberry's going to attack now to the inside of Watts. As Gaylord and Robinson battle at the back of the pack here. Lamberry's looks to the inside, slides across the nose. Over Watts across turn 3 and 4. Watts now looks to the inside of Lamberry's. Nothing doing. Lamberry's back on the gas quicker off turn number 2 now. Sackett still with your race lead. Taylor in that 2nd place spot. Single file around the raceway now. Justin Sackett out of Pearson, Iowa in the 17 car. As Lamberry's little bit of contact with Taylor. Battling for that 2nd place spot. Into turns 1 and 2 they go. Green flag will fly high in the air, this time by 2 laps to go for Justin Sackett. Taylor still going on the hunt, gets a better run through the bottom side of 1 and 2 that time by. Has to get on the binders to avoid contact with Sackett. Lamberry's in third. Up to fourth now is a 77 of Trip Gaylord. As the white flag comes out for Justin Sackett. Sackett, Taylor, Lamberry's, Gaylord, and Watts, your top 5. Robinson rounding out the field. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time here for qualifying action. That is how they will finish. Sackett, Taylor, Lamberry's, Gaylord, Watts, and Robinson. Garrett Wilson in the 3W, the inside of row 7. To the outside, Justin McCready in the 15 JT. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your modified division here tonight, brought to you by Alta Implement and Ag Partners here tonight. Stand on up, give them a wave and a shout and a salute. These are one of the baddest classes in IMCA racing, and they're here to put on a show for you. Inside of row number 8, that will be Tim Watts in the 11W. To the outside, Jeremy Ritchie in the 15J. Your 9th and final row, Jason Breeze in the 21B to the inside. And the outside, Dustin Robertson in the 10 car. Following this A feature, we will close out the night with your Carl Custom IMCA Northern Sport Mod Division, brought to you by Peterson Jewelry here tonight. $1,000 win modifies here, $1,000 win sport mods, as we are green off turn 4. And just like that, Chris Abelson will go out to the race lead. Lamberry's Bob Moore. And a Gaylord into the top 4. Abelson still your race leader, trying to check out in the 1X machine. Bob Moore putting up a battle between him and Lamberry's. Down the front stretch now on the turn number 1. Colin Hibden is there as well, so is Trip Gaylord in the 77T. It will be Lamberry getting to that second place spot through turns 1 and 2. Bob Moore and Trip Gaylord. Here comes Colin Hibden now, rounding out your top 5. Hibden way upstairs in the 48K, trying to get a run on the 48 of Bob Moore. He'll do so. Now comes Dale behind the L of Lamberry's. Trip Gaylord still there. Here comes Kelly Shryock now on a 3-car. Shryock working his way to the field. Abelson way big of a push in turn number 3 and 4. We had him 3 wide for a moment. Turns 3 and 4 for second. Lamberry still getting the still there. A couple of 48 cars going down behind the parallel. Trip Gaylord is your top 5. Kelly Shryock in the top 6 in the 3-car. Colin Hibden pushed through the middle and had position number 2 for a second. Lamberry back on the inside, but Colin Hibden back on the top side of the racetrack, and he'll grab second from Lamberry's Bob Moore, working to the inside of Lamberry, trying to slide across the nose, will not do so. Trip Gaylord there as well. Kelly Shryock coming to call now as he dives to the bottom with Brokowski tucked tail behind him. Abelson is G-O-N-E gone here in this feature. Straight away advantage. Just you see the excitement of the 1X cars. We are halfway down, halfway to go. Straight away back to second place, 48K of Colin Hitton. Lucas Lamberry's running in third, Bob Moore fourth. Here jumps Trip Gaylord to 717 now to the inside of Bob Moore down the back stretch into turn 3 and 4. Kelly Schrock will go along with Gaylord, but Jesse Rakowski coming to call on the top side. Rakowski in the Triple X now. Up on the top side of the racetrack, looking to battle Schrock here in the top 6. Caution flag coming out. So big thank you to those sponsors. As we are set to go green, this time by off turn number 4. Abelson, Hibden, Lamberry's Moore, and Gaylord. As Lamberry's working the inside of the racetrack. Here comes Colin Hibden to the 48K with a burst of speed off turn number 2. Colin Hibden pulling to the back bumper of the 1X of Chris Abelson. Gaylord along for the right. Kelly Shryock into the top 5 now. In the 3 car, Jesse Rakowski battling Bob Moore and Shryock as well. Abelson, Hibden, Lamberry's your top 3. Trip Gaylord, Kelly Shryock working the bottom side of the racetrack. As Abelson starts to pull away once again in the 1X car. Colin Hibden starting to close the gap in the 48K. Gaylord and Lamberry's putting on a battle here too. As Rogotsky around the 3 of Shryock for that 5th place spot. Through turns 3 and 4. Hibden still trying to close the gap as Abelson goes downstairs. Hibden upstairs. Coming with a handful of laps to go, Colin Hibden has caught the back bumper of the 1X. Abelson pushes through 1 and 2. Hibden with a run down the back strip now into turn number 3. Will Hibden make the move in 3 and 4? He will slide job to the 1X of Abelson. Abelson crosses over and back to the race lead. 2 laps to go. Hibden went for the slider, lost a lot of momentum. As Hibden bouncing through the ruts up top, a white flag is out. One more time around for Abelson. Hibden will put the pedal to the floor to try to close the distance, but I don't think it is possible. And it turns 3 and 4. Chris Abelson, the 1X car, Colin Hibden is on the gas and he's coming but cannot do it. Chris Abelson will win. Colin Hibden in second. Chuck Gaylord in third. Lucas Landberry's in fourth. And Jesse Rogotsky is your top five. As he climbs out of the car here in victory lane, once again this season, Chris Abelson, your feature winner, and $1,000 richer. Well, Chris, you had a lot of competition here tonight, and Colin Hibden, he was definitely coming, tried for the slide job in 3 and 4. You crossed him back over. Car seemed to be a little bit tight near the end of the feature, but you made it work, and you find yourself here in victory lane once again.
Yeah, I was having some fuel pressure issues. Didn't want to run there at the end. It was making it tight. I couldn't get back in the gas. But yeah, Colin's a really good driver. He's done really well, and yeah, he's gonna be one to watch for in the future.
What makes this mod class so much fun to run? I mean, you've got a lot of great competitors week in and week out, not only here but just at other tracks that you run as well. But what makes the modifieds the most exciting to run?
Just everything is so equal with them, so it just gets down to driver and car setup. Just everything is so close that everybody's just fighting for some little edge somewhere.
But you come out on top tonight once again. Chris Abelson, your modified feature winner here tonight. In your Alta Implement Modifieds presented by Ag Partners here tonight at the Buena Vista Raceway.